สวัสดีครับผมชื่อแดนบุรีนะครับถ้าเห็นแดนบุรีเล่นในแดนไนท์คลับนะครับมาชวนแดนกันเพื่อเทคโนนะครับขอบคุณมากครับ Well, my friend Oliver Osborne called me a few weeks ago and he asked me if I want to play the Resistance stage with his crew and his label called Eyes to the Front. And he invited actually many regional DJs to warm up for guys like Sasha and Digweed and Anna and Henry Says. And I said yes, of course. Stoked about that, you know. It's a perfect opportunity to actually get out there and represent Bangkok, you know. I'm the only DJ from Bangkok playing there, and I'm super happy about that. Like right now, I'm totally into the more progressive side of techno. Getting into more the dark, driving bass lines with melodic elements in there. So it's more like a, I would say, journey of melodies, which has a peak as well, but then goes into like a panorama, opens up, gets more emotional, and then goes back in with like a nice drop, you know. So it's still driving, but it's also emotional, I would say. What I mostly use to do that is actually playing around with my VSTs inside of my DAW, which is Ableton Live. I'm using Ableton, and I have my own created presets on the VSTs as well. So I'm trying to tweak it a little bit with each track, but I have my like kind of signature synthesizers and oscillators which create this kind of sounds. Hardware, I would love to use hardware, and I've been using hardware a lot in the studios of my friends. For example, from Rory Gallagher, I produced a track with him like a few weeks ago, a remix for Janowitz Records. And I love using hardware such as the Sub 37 or which was the other one, the Minilog. And it's always better to have some like physical knobs and all that kind of stuff, you know, because you can record things on the fly much better. It's just they're so expensive these days, and I don't know, like it's not a easy decision to buy something which you really love. I mean, you have to really focus on something on a synthesizer which you really want to have, right, and then save up for it. Neverest was actually created by me and 3 other friends, Tay, Travis, and Daniela, and we were just sitting on the table one day, and we were like, because we're all music lovers, right? And we wanted to create a platform for young artists to come up in Thailand and just show their music and create their own songs and have their songs being released as well, you know. So the purpose of this was also to just get those guys connected with the European market. So we have the young people from Asia producing music for us, and then we would go to like Berlin artists, for example, and get remixes from them. So we kind of create that bridge, you know. And our purpose is now to grow, to be on the map and show that Asia is on the map as well, globally, and that we have more and more amazing artists coming up to conquer the world. You know. Batik, yeah, that's right. Batik is actually the total opposite from Dan Buri, you know. Batik is more organic, it's more ethnic, it's more ethereal. And with my Thai background, my mom is Thai. I had this feeling of, okay, I want to give something back in form of electronic music, but in a more organic way, so more traditional way, using Thai, like Thai traditional chants and Thai traditional instruments in my own productions as well. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on right now. I'm gonna do like a proper branding and everything later on, but yeah, it's very young right now. It's in a young state still, you know. Yeah, all the tracks are. I mean, like, you mean vocal wise, or I mean all the tracks. These are either samples, or I sample those out of other tracks, or I use VSTs as well, like plugins. Yeah, synthesizers can do that too. There's actually a the next release coming out on Beat and Path. Just got a remix from Redza from All Day I Dream. That's gonna be my first release, and I think it's gonna be fucking amazing actually. Like over the years, I've been here since 8.5 years now, and I remember at that time there was nothing. There was no underground scene here. Okay, we had those guys from Bed Supper Club in Cuba. They were starting to bring up house music, right, at that time, and I went kind of with the flow. You know, that was the only music which really worked. There was no real techno or something like that, you know. So in order to actually get gigs, first of all, you have to adapt to a kind of sound which they were playing here. Yeah. But now, I would say the trend changed about 3 years ago. Glow became bigger, the only underground club we had at that time, and now all those little, like, you know, Mustache, Beam and everything pops up. So you see that the scene is growing, definitely. More and more Thai people are starting to recognize techno and really appreciate that kind of sound as well. And yeah, I think we did a good job educating the Thai people as well. Yeah, definitely. Especially to the open air festivals. I think like those guys from Color, they're doing a great job with Color in the Park. Wonderfruit was the 3rd year this year, and then there's a new one coming out, Mystic Valley. Thai people love that. Thai people love to go out, like get dressed, you know, like, and go crazy. And I think this is a big part of why the scene is growing as well, because they need this kind of experience, you know. They need this kind of togetherness, you know, like everybody is, you know, together and like having fun and, you know, really let themselves go and forget all the problems they have. So I think it's a good atmosphere to be in for them, and they take that back home. So and it's connected to this kind of music, so they have this connection to it straight away, you know. It didn't start out with me like that. I wasn't in the hip hop scene before, right? And before I actually started to go into the electronic music scene, what really fascinated me about the electronic music scene was that in comparison to hip hop, which is sometimes pretty aggressive, you know, when you go to a hip hop party, you always have a fight somewhere, yeah. And I saw the unity. I saw like how people are just, you know, partying together, no matter where you're from, no matter how you look like, no matter who you are, it doesn't matter. You know, you're just there, you can just have fun with everybody, and it's the connection. It's just this connection you have with everybody at the same time. Yeah. Okay, first of all, who I really can recommend you right now is my friend Dylan, runs under the name Kuro10. He's from South Africa, and we've been hanging out for quite a while now, and our music style is pretty similar. We're playing a few back-to-backs together already in the past, and yeah, great talent producing music as well. I've been sitting with him the last week actually to create a new project which is called Last Mosaic, and we've been producing 2 tracks now together, and yeah, definitely one on the map. Definitely would recommend you to have him here. Of course, all the other guys, Sanju, what's up, man? Mandy Indigo, Dot, Dogs on the Turns, Ellie. Have you heard about Ellie? Ellie, amazing talent as well. Young girl, Thai, and playing a really good selection of minimal techno. And up and coming as well is part of the No Sleep crew with Dot, and yeah, also amazing talent. I would definitely recommend her to you as well. And another fave of mine is Genesis, who has been doing a lot with Dogs on the Turns together before as Status Deeper, and yeah, this is all the No Sleep crew guys as well. And the good thing about them is that they draw a lot of Thai people. Yeah, they really educate the Thai people as well, because they are Thai, right? They are hanging out with the Thai community and everything. So that's definitely something I really respect, and they're doing a lot for the scene as well.